Alright, guys, gals, Ted from Pewview Farms here. I promised you guys that I would show you the prescribed grazing plan for Pewview Farms, aka Ted Pugh, and that is my name, for Chautauqua County, New York. Alright, guys, basically this is page number 1 of the summary. Alright, I'm going to try doing a little bit of finger pointing here and see how this works. Okay, this is the new farm over here on this side of the road. This is the new farm purchase. This is where the animals stay during the summer hours. Basically everything you see is already here in place for the most part. Okay, what we got going on here is a proposed water line, because right now there is a water tub I pull out of the barn right here and just have one of them whatchamacalls that you stick in the water tub so the water tub stays full all the time. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. So, but these animals are constantly, no matter what paddock that they are in, are having to go back to here. And that is no good for this paddock right here. So, this is a proposed water line, which we are already working on. We have the line, the subsoiler, and everything ready to go. So, he's proposing that we run the water line up here along this fence and put a T there for a water tub. These purple dots that you're seeing right here are water tubs. So the water line continues up to here, and this blue spot is a holding facility. Basically, it is the highest point of the property. So we can pump water up to this facility here, which the facility is going to consist of 2 500-gallon tanks that were graciously given to me. Like you guys all know, I am all about free merchandise, and the tanks are going to go right there. So from there, we're still going to run the water line to here. So at this point right here, this whole field right here is all open. Basically, this is where I've been spreading manure. This is where I break windows, right down there. And so what's going on here is I will be putting temporary here. And, all right, so in here, in the wooded pasture, where a lot of the locusts and stuff are, this is all open too. So this already is in existence, but he's also proposing putting another temporary across here. So as you can see, he's got everything broken down into acreage size and stuff like that, so what it would consist of. This, my friends, is all going to happen this year within the next couple weeks. So there's not a whole lot to change here. Basically, what I had in mind kind of before I got this grazing plan, which I love this a lot better because there's a lot less work for me to do, I was thinking of taking down this fence right here, taking down this fence right here, and taking down that fence right there. So basically all we would have is a big perimeter border fence around everything. Well, I like this idea better because there's a lot less work involved to make this work. I'm going to pause this really quick. Okay, guys, I'm back. We're back to the prescribed grazing plan. Okay, over here across the street, this is the main farm. This is where Pewview Farms originated from. That is my house right there. That is my barn. That is my mucky field. Over here we got some shit piles. We got another shit pile there. And then this is another little pasture that we have. This is my main hayfield right here. Now, as you all know who follow the channel, basically what I want to do is I want to be up to a 20 cow calf operation. So that means I want 20 moms someday. I want to be able to utilize 20 calves, whether they go to the sale, whether I sell them outright, whether I raise some for finish, keep replacements, but that is my goal. And in order to do that goal, and I will show you here very shortly because there are a ton of number pages here, basically we have talked about doing a perimeter border fence all the way around this field. And then he shows how I'll be able to run a water line out of my barn, which would be 615 feet, and run 2 water tubs to maintain 6 paddocks. And actually, this will be another paddock, so 7 paddocks. This is future plans for Pewview Farms. Like I said, in order to withstand the amount of acreage that we have to let these animals have a good living, proper living, and manage the land the best that we can, this is going to have to happen someday. Maybe potentially this year, I will start working on driving poles for a perimeter border fence. Down along here is going to be fairly easier because we do have a tree line, and I will utilize some of the trees that are there for the fence, as this also likewise. So basically, I would be looking at trying to get some outer perimeter poles in up around this area this year, and I can see that possibly happening. So basically, this is the prescribed grazing plan. Whether I use it or not, you know, they don't care, but they try to give you the best scenario possible. Okay, so I am going to flip the page, and we are going to do another page. Okay, guys, what we're looking at here is soil types of the land that we farm. All right, here's the home farm. This is the new farm. And over here, if you guys have listened to my videos, listen to me ramble on and on and on about nothing, this is the new hayfield that we will be doing this year. There is 41 acres, I believe, here. And so basically, he just gives me soil types. There's another chart, I think, beyond this page that explains what kind of soil types all this stuff is. So I'll let you guys look real quick, for especially you guys that know what the hell all these abbreviations mean. I really don't. So, but like I said, he was gracious enough to make sure that I have a legend that tells me what the hell FMB means, or ORC, or BSB. I could probably make a good abbreviation for BSB. So there's the soil types. Okay, really quick, like I said, I'm going to go through this page by page really quick. It might be somewhat of a long video, but this is just, looks like description, you know, worded descriptions of something. I have not had a chance to read any of this yet, but like I said, so thorough. I mean, this is absolutely awesome. So what this page is, I'm not really sure. But we'll skip on to the next page. Okay, actually looking at this, this is basically what those abbreviations mean. It gives me what that abbreviation is for the soil type, and probably a whole lot of other information about it. So this would be my legend, my index for the soil types that are on all of our tillable property, farmable property that we use. Okay, guys, what we're looking at here is a topographic map. I believe, yes. Basically, each line describes 10 feet. And so it's showing your topographical area, how everything falls and raises and stuff like that, which I thought was really neat. But what's even neater is the next page, because I believe the next page is actually a more in-depth topographical map. And basically, he said each line is a 2-foot increment. So basically, you know, if I need to figure out how much height or how far I'm pushing this water to get all the way up here to the reserve tanks, you know, you can count each one of these individual lines. Well, we figured it out to be 45 feet of push to get the water line from here up to here. So, but this, like I said, you know, that's why I'm so amazed with this program. And all this homework was done, you know, with my tax dollars finally being used for something good other than other stupid programs. But you guys don't really want to get me going on that. So, yep, they give us 2 different topographical maps. One in 2-foot increments, which is very, very more in-depth, and another one that's in 10-foot increments. Okay. Okay, this page here, this is a bigger page. Basically, I believe this is, let me see, management farm goal, 20 cows. So basically, it states my goals here. It looks like here it says a lot of current situations and stuff like that, system narratives, and NRCS practices. It gives quantity, which I thought was really neat. He was telling me about this right here. Okay, basically fence. It's showing me how much feet of fence that I need, and that would be that would be permanent fence. Then it gives you your portable, temporary fencing, what you would need. It gives you the prescribed acres that once we get to our goal, that's what we should be running for our animals. It gives you the water line. It gives you the pump station if we need to have a pump station. It gives you the number of water facilities, which are the water tubs. It just absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, if you guys do not know about this program, I highly, highly suggest you get hold of them. And even if you already have something in place, maybe they might have a little bit better of an idea or something like that. Okay, here we got basically prescribed grazing management worksheet, and basically it just kind of states my goal here. It just shows he has to put these in for calculations for acreage, stuff like that, and it just showing that kind of stuff. Like I said, you guys are much, much more familiar with this than I probably ever will be. And kudos to you guys. Let's see what we got here. I don't know if we really talked too much about this sheet. We went through everything, and he tried to be very thorough. I think my excitement got the best of me at times, and I kind of got lost in space, and I started daydreaming about 20 cows running around and doing hay and 20 calves running around and having pasture over here. I just, started envisioning a lot of things, and I might have lost a little focus. As I'm just kind of scrolling through this, guys, and just so you guys can kind of see what we have going on here. You guys can always pause the video and you can look in depth more at certain numbers here. I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid to show anything to you guys. I don't have no credit card information on here, no bank account information. Even if I did, there ain't nothing there for you anyways. So basically, this is what we got here. There's something on the back here. Let's just see if I can flip this around. Okay, here's this page. Not really sure exactly. Let's see, stocking worksheet. Yeah, it gives acreage. Okay, there ain't nothing there, so. Okay, what we got going on here is... Oh, this I thought was really neat. I believe this is the sheet that shows how much tonnage each animal would use, I think. Or it's showing availability of what's here. Maybe not. I don't know. There was something that we talked about that I thought was really neat. And it was basically breaking down the paddock sizes and the amount of tonnage that they would consume on a 6 to 7 day rotation. And I thought that was really, really neat. As you guys can tell, I am really, really excited about this. I think I'm probably going to buy a bunch of frames. I'm going to frame this on the wall because this is probably one of the neatest things that I have received in a long time. All right, what we got here is basically just a worksheet I believe it's something about something, and it just gives you a whole lot more information. And this is about basically his evaluations of the property, what we already have going, and recommendations from them. So, like I said, super, super thorough. And then I believe right here we're pretty much last of last. This was the last product that I was given. And it's just a continuation of their recommendations and evaluations of the farm already. You know, there's certain things, you know, that were mentioned that it didn't even cross my mind. You know, about water contamination, manure storage, and stuff like that. And really opened my eyes up to be thinking out of the box a little more than I already have. Because we all know I'm already out of the box and a little kooky. I know I threw in a picture of the soil samples in one of my last videos, and I'm just going to give you guys a little more. You can actually read this stuff a little bit better. We went over stuff, and you know, his recommendations, basically, he said it's actually really not that bad what's here. Lime, you know, when you can afford it, you know, get a ton of lime, a couple ton of lime, and you know, start liming. And so basically those pastures are across the street, pasture 1, pasture 2, and hay 1 and hay 2 are the hay field back here. I ended up splitting that into 2 categories because of the acreage. So I wanted a more better soil sample out of that. But he went through this and he kind of explained this to me. So it made a little more sense now. So I was actually glad to have him here today to be able to go through this. So those are the soil samples. All right, so guys and gals, that is basically the soil and water brochure that they gave me. Like I said, I told you in this last video, that was an awesome visit. It was so well worth it. So anybody that does not know about these programs out there, they're out there. We pay taxes. Let's use them. That, it just was totally awesome. I mean, like I said, I'm just flabbergasted because I didn't expect this at all. So you guys kind of got to see what they propose, kind of what along the lines that we're going with this operation here in the near future. So you guys got to see the soil samples a little more in depth. There's Brady. Say hi.
Hello.
And you guys got to check it out. I really wanted to show this to you guys. So I am going to stop this video, try to patch together the 1,000 takes that I took of this, make it a little bit shorter for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys have any other recommendations from what you've seen here that you thought might, you know, could be done a little bit different or something like that, don't be ashamed. Feel free to drop it in the comments, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to stop. I'm going to head out, see where the hell that cow's at, because I'm sure it's still out there. And I want to do something about it because I ain't going to be able to sleep tonight knowing that damn thing's out there next to my pasture wanting to break into my fence, because I don't want my girls going anywhere but here right now. So I'm going to run out there quick and see what's going on with that. So that being said, guys, I look forward to talking to y'all real soon.